I wish we stayed the same. I got way too many thoughts in my brain, but I got memories that run through my veins. I'm not one to blame, but I could point out every way that you changed. Some things stay up while others go right down the drain. And lately we've been going down in flames. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm my therapist is saying that I should. I don't believe her, but I really wish I could. Instead, I guess I'll stay misunderstood. Oh, 'cause I'm stuck now, just trying to figure a way out. I've tried but can't seem to slow down. I don't know if I want to. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm
With the Venmo debit card, you can Venmo every
You lift me off of the ground. I close my eyes and I wait for the come down. I used to live in the now. Now I'm wide easier to think that we are bulletproof. Teens with thicker skin, now we just bruise. We were hopeless and we're hopeless now, but I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember, yeah, I remember. Now, but I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
One touch was enough, got you thinking of 3 words that you can't say. Too soon to be real, things you shouldn't feel, got you walking my way. Hey, you didn't see it coming, surrounded, I got you spinning out. Inside, you know it's too late now, too late to let me go. Tell me, is it fun here under my sun? No sense testing your fate. With every turn, the lesson you learn is there is no escape. Hey, you didn't see it coming. Now I'm all you ever think about. Inside, you know it's too late now. Too late to let me go. Hey, you didn't see it coming. Now I'm all you ever think about. Inside, you know it's too late now. Too late to let me go. Too late to let me go. No. Too late to let me go now. You know it's too late to let me go. Go.
Got wandering eyes that I seem to follow. Can only stay still for some time. I've never aligned with the city's pulse, so that makes it
Hello, everybody. Surprise cast. I'm your host, Gold Dude MK, and I'm really excited to hop into this one. Just finished off the work week. It is Friday, and we got Rocket League, which is pretty much as all that you could ask for, really, on a Friday night. I mean, who else has anything better to do as Dicey Moon trying to get one on net early there? It's a nice out pass, a little bit too good. Leaves it for Dicey Moon. Wanted a little bit quicker of a pop off the ceiling there, but it ends up working anyways as DJ is going to put it back in the net. And after dropping a game one in a bit of heartbreaking fashion, they're able to get a quick lead here with 4:46 left on the clock. We'll see if they can hold it this time around. As for game one, I honestly only caught like the last 30 seconds of it, although it seemed to be the most eventful 30 seconds of the entire game, ending in a overtime winner for our Superiors. Mamba just trying to keep the ball in play, leaves it for Mikey. Mikey trying to sneak it front post, but isn't able to find anything but iron. DJ up really early, but not able to find contact as we continue to play on here with the sidewall 50. Mikey advancing it up the field as Circle is going to pay the ultimate price for that one. Nate up so early, leaves it for DJ. The reset, the 50, but Mamba stays low and is able to keep it out of their own net. Nice little pop there. Leaves it for Circle. Circle with the cut, the shot, and the game is tied with 4 minutes left. Great ground play there. Mamba, just the nice give and go there. Circle able to take advantage of the defense that was caught a little bit off guard by the really weird positioning, but ended up working out, and we are all knotted up here as no contact by Orange on the kickoff ends up working out anyways. DJ, slow reset here. Pop, really good carry, although just ran out of gas before being able to make anything of note there. Mikey dropping it down. Mamba, a little bit of an errant touch there. Did get bailed out slightly by Mamba. Big touch by Mikey, and that's going to buy him a little bit of time, even if it does go right back to the opposition. This could be an opportunity if Mamba could get contact there, but he cannot. Mikey leaves it to himself. Demos all over the field, and that's an opportunity. It may have been saved anyways, but you got to at least put those on the net. Just a missed opportunity there, and that is brutal. Orange defense, a little bit razzled here, but they're able to just keep away the danger for now. Mikey, really sharp touch there. Circle with the reset, and it's in. I was not expecting that at all. I really wasn't expecting that. I thought Nate was gonna get there for the touch, just wasn't able to find the ball. And the Superiors, after taking game one, are now halfway to a 2-0 lead here in week number 6 of season 11 MCS. Obviously any week is really important, but as we inch closer and closer to that major 2, closer and closer to the end of the season, each game, each series gets more important, as that's a really good pass. Mikey able to get there first, but it's shut down by the Steelhawks. Circle. Wish I would have gone a little bit harder up the ceiling. Popped high. No one up for Superiors. This could be dangerous. Mamba trying to get a chase down block, but isn't able to make contact. And they still get out of it. Midfield pass. Dicey gets there, but it's not quite on target, as that was, that was a shot on net, but it ended up being a back pass. But I thought it was going to go right to a Superior for a shot on net. Nice bump there for the Steelhawks. Buys Nate a little bit of time, keeps it low, keeps it close, but it's shut down by Mikey. Tries to pick up the demo on DJ. Sidewall here for a Circle. Ends up not going in his favor, but he does get the side boost here. Plays it past one. Plays it next to 2. Leaves it for a teammate. That's a miss by a Steelhawk, but it's collected by DJ, who 50s Mikey. Circle. Now this is really awkward. Fortunately, Superiors were bid up a little bit too much for that third man to commit for a potential shot there, but they're fine with how things are going. They've had some good pressure here They still have the lead, and with a minute 13 left on the clock, this is an opportunity for Dicey, who ties it up with 1:10 left on the clock. Putting it high, tries to keep it in play. DJ with the 50 down. It catches Mamba completely off guard and ends up in the back of his net. Tie game here in game number 2. Who is going to be the winner? We're inching closer to golden goal opportunity. As Nate up super early, fakes it out, but Mikey saves it off the back wall, carrying it, trying to get it out of his half, but it's kept in by Dicey, who's off that sidewall again, just like last time. Gets past one. That's a great play there. Finding each other. Mikey blew up for that, but may not have needed to. Although when you get it to a player like Mamba that way, always good. Mikey has to be careful. That's a huge beat there for Dicey. And this could be an opportunity, but it's shut down from behind by Circle. As we remain tied here at 2, this could be an opportunity. Defense is caught out for the Steelhawks. Mikey can't get there and ends up getting demoed. As these teams are just vying for that midfield position right now, back and forth. Mikey is going to shut this down. Doesn't get the double off the ground, but does get the corner boost. Makes out one. That's a shot on net. And Dicey just getting too cute with 9 seconds left. Little bit of miscommunication. I don't even know if that's necessarily on Dicey. I think that's just a comms issue. Both players not sure who's going to take it. Nate ends up maybe calling for it, or Dicey calls off. Nate misses the ball, and they have to find the net here with 5 seconds left. They do have an opportunity, but it's going to be shut down. That is a little dangerous because Dicey's going to take it to the sidewall, but they are staring down the barrel of a 2-0 series, and they are going to need to reverse sweep. We did see a 0-second tie in the last game, but it will not happen here. Game number 2 goes to the Superiors, and they are on match point here. Shot differential very close. Had 5 shots for the Superiors, 6 for the Steelhawks. So the Steelhawks did have a better overall offensive performance pressure-wise, but they were only able to shoot 33%, while the Superiors shot nearly twice that at 60%. And I mean, what's really got to hurt here is 2 goals for the Steelhawks. You had 6 shots, but there was only 3 saves by the Superior. So they had a shot on net opportunity that wasn't saved that just ended up going wide. And when you lose a game by 1 goal, especially with 9 seconds left, that it's just going to sting. They definitely have the talent to take it back here in this game. Some really nice goals, especially from Circle with that flip reset. But yeah, they're going to have to clutch up here and get this reverse sweep. It's never easy, especially against the team that's looking really good right now in the Superiors. They're finding each other in the midfield, creating good pressure. Only 5 shots, but it didn't really feel like they were ever panicking. And yeah, I'm really excited for this game number 3. Will we get some more action here between these 2 teams, or will this be it? About to find out. Next 5 minutes of gameplay is going to determine their fates. Kickoff goes in favor. I wasn't going to say of Mamba, but fakes him out, and Mamba's going to have to get to this, but this should be a goal here. Steelhawks had the early lead in game number 2. I asked if they would be able to hold on to that one. The answer was no. Now, will the Superiors be able to hold on to this goal advantage? This one coming even faster, 9 seconds into game number 3, as we see a little bit of an overcommit by the Steelhawks. Demo on the back end doesn't help, as we do see a demo here. There's an opportunity, 52 commit. May has an opportunity. Double off the backboard, he fakes it. Dicey just can't commit, but Mikey doesn't get a touch either. Dicey shot on net, but it's saved easily by a Circle, who gets it over to, actually get back to Circle. Back to Mikey, who's going to be up for the shot. Mamba ties the speed, ties the race there for that aerial attempt. As that's a great challenge by Circle, identifying that the Steelhawks do not have any boost in that opportunity. They do have a bit more here. DJ trying to play enforcer upfield, trying to get someone to bite. That's a huge pinch. It does go slightly left. Mamba is up early, midfield pass, but no one's there. DJ sidewall shut down by Circle. The pressure for the Superiors is mounting, and with this series lead and this game lead, the Steelhawks... What? Where did Mamba come from? He came from the heavens. I definitely didn't see him. I don't think any of the players on the field saw Mamba there. Not only setting up the goal, doesn't even need the assist, just picks it up himself. What a play. And that, I mean, just a dagger through the heart if you're a Steelhawk player or fan. They're really going to have to rein it in here. DJ getting a good 50 off the back wall, plays it past another one, plays it past the net as well. And right now, all three players on the Superiors are just clicking in a way that I'm just not seeing for the Steelhawks. Again, there's a lot of game left. Definitely a lot of game left, but with plays like that, you just gotta grin and bear it a little bit because it gets dicey really quick as he's off the sidewall there, gets it over to DJ. Nate up early, trying to get the dunk, can't get it. Catch by DJ, pre-flip to the sidewall, gets back to it again. Midfield pass goes to no one, but Nate still commits, and it ends up going past everyone. Fortunately, it finds the safety of the back corner. Backflip there by Mamba, identifying he's beat to the ball, able to get some contact on that one. So that's pass one. Pass two. Breathe a little commit. That's a side flip, but they are in serious danger now, and it's posted. He doesn't find the net. He finds iron. We play on with 2:36 left. These teams... Never mind. Mamba with the Venom strike to put him up 3. Mikey with the nice sidewall double. Just finding the soft spot in the defense. Able to get it past the final defender with a chance. Dicey and DJ are only able to look on in horror as this 3-0 game looking to cap off a 3-0 series for the Superiors, who are looking quite as such here. 2 commit, and that's a great touch by Circle, who is going to, shouldn't be saying put it away with 2 minutes left, but they are looking dominant. That's just, it's nothing crazy. It's not some backboard double, slam it home. It's just good defense transitioning into good offense. Combined with the Steelhawks having to get aggressive, which is totally understandable. DJ losing it a little bit there on that touch. Circle just dancing on him with the power slide. Gets it over to Mamba, who gets the touch. This could be an opportunity, but it's shut down by Circle. Great job. DJ, opportunity, does get it high. Who's up? It's Nate, not able to win the race there. Mamba, shot to the backboard, should be collected easily. Instead, it's sent over by DJ, who gets it over to Nate. But it's just handed back to the opposition here. Good 50 by Mikey. He has an opportunity. These players have been dicing each other up on the ground. This has not been a huge aerial assault series. I guess I shouldn't really say that, as there's been some stellar goals by the Superiors, but definitely a lot of ground play here, as that's a great cut. DJ with a nice shot, getting it past one. Mate is the first one up, does find iron, but also finds the back of the net. They get one here. Is it enough for some momentum? That's a great beat by DJ to set up the pass. Good placement on the shot, too. Mamba just having to try to get there. I think that could have been savable, but it's a good shot, and there's so much net to cover there, so don't blame him too much. That being said, they have a lot of ground to cover and not a lot of time to do it. The runway is getting shorter and shorter as we speak, and Dicey, with an empty tank, is not able to do anything. DJ also empty. That's a good bang. I don't know why my camera's like this. Give me 1 second. I need to see that again, but I'm pretty sure that was just in. I'm pretty sure Dicey just saved their own shot. Down 2 with 40, 50 seconds. It's definitely as an opportunity. And the Steelhawks may have just welded shut their own coffin. Oh, that that hurts. As a fan of good Rocket League, that really hurts. Probably just going to pick up the demo there, but oof. Hey, is Nate picking up the side boost, just trying to do anything to at least get one. I mean, you can't be down 2. You definitely can't be down 3 as the clock winds down. 8 seconds left. Mikey trying to force this one in, but that is going to do it here between these two teams. Steelhawks, I think, unfortunately, they dropped that game 1, bit of heartbreaking fashion, and I really think it just rattled them for the rest of this series. Lost a close one in game number 2, and game number 3, the exclamation mark, it wasn't even close. Mikey finishing it off. All 3 players of the Superiors looked excellent in game number 3. Shout out to them. And both these teams, I wish them luck in their next series. Both will need it because every team here is really good. Even though that was a sweep, it was a close one. Just looking at the final stats here for the Superiors, just an excellent game all around. Hopefully they can continue that form into the rest of the season, and if they do, they're going to be really dangerous as we head closer to LAN. That being said, because we did have a sweep, we are a little bit ahead of schedule, but don't fret. I know you only got 2 games of me. I guess don't fret, or if you're sick of me, unfortunately, you're stuck with me for at least another 3 games. I am casting the next series, and I'm very excited to do so. That'll be starting about 15 or so minutes here, and I gotta check who we have here. I was so focused on the game at hand. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday, and feel free to put in the chat who you are rooting for. Where my teammates at? I don't know. You tell me. What team? Somebody check this guy's circle. Oh, picked. Someone check this guy's circle. Someone check Mamba's PC. Dropping off the ceiling.
But you've been driving me crazy. Never felt like this before. I try to be nonchalant, even though it's obvious. I can never help wanting more. Oh, slip into the dark and then we end up in each other's arms.
it's truth or dare. The way you're pulling me closer makes me wanna bear it all for you. Ooh, why don't you show me how much you care? Be the devil on my shoulder, 'cause I don't think we got a lot to lose. Ooh, make me a shadow. Wanna be with you wherever you go. You know I'll follow you. Only feel right when I got you close. Without you, I'm hollow. Wherever you are is where I call home. Make me a shadow. A shadow. We stand and watch the world go up in flames. We fight for love until we die in vain. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts, when we build our own demise, from the ashes we will rise. When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? Be my solid We look off the edge till the waves come crashing in, and we say our goodbyes to the tides that might have been. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts, when we build our own demise, from the ashes we will rise. When the world is falling down, will
Welcome back, everyone. This is again your host, Gold Dude MK. I am back, and so are we with some more MCS Season 11 action. I'm really excited for this one. Bit of a different series here. I'm really interested to see how this is all going to shake out. We have a good matchup between the Des Moines Derecho and the Burnsville Inferno here in Challenger. And both of these teams have had very different paths up to this point. Derecho picking up 0 points in Major number 1, where the Inferno were able to pick up a nice 10 points, getting a top 4 finish. Unfortunately for the Inferno, that's kind of been all of note. They've been able to pick up, as J-Bay is going to pick up an early goal here, 11 seconds into the game. Lasky going for that back boost. Not able to... Okay, I was wondering where the third man was. Adala seems to be AFK in the back corner, I think. Not sure. I heard of some controller issues going into the game here, as Adala still hasn't moved. Straight. Doesn't get the reset. Pops it past pretty much everyone in the entire lobby. I think the players are just goofing around at this point, but could be mistaken. Straight. Goes for the double and is not able to pick it up. Maybe we're just playing on at this point. 1-0 here. Swamp Donkey down to Adala, who is back in the game. But anyways, as I was saying, so both of these teams struggling a bit this season. They're both in the bottom half of the standings, not in a land position. That being said, there's been a lot of reshuffling of these rosters, and there's a lot of season left where they could prove themselves. But really, speaking of proving themselves, we have some opportunity to prove not only that you can win this series, but that you may belong in this tier. Carl's Nuts picking up a save there, as it was a little bit scary, but Lasky picking up a bump, but it's posted and wide. Oh, that was just a free opportunity. Instead, it is pushed wide. Lasky with an opportunity going to the sky. Saved by Carl's Nuts off the post again by J-Bay. Straight, not able to get a touch there. As this is still a 1-0 ball game. 3:15 left on the clock, but it's tied now. Blasky putting that one away. 3:13 on the clock here. Swamp Donkey, great 50, wave dash past J-Bay and into the net. Straight, not able to get there. But we have a couple of sub-ups on both sides of the pitch here. Blasky and Swamp Donkey subbing up from Rising Star, as Blasky and Swamp Donkey combined for that goal, which is great for the both of them. Meanwhile, Carl's Nuts and J-Bay subbing up for the Inferno. Dala. So it is going to be interesting to see. We have one challenger player on each side of the pitch here. That's shut down, saved away by J-Bay. The multi-man defense coming in clutch here, as what looked like some early... Well, that's an opportunity, as Swamp Donkey just missing there. J-Bay picking up a second goal. Blasky trying to collect, keep it close and controlled, but instead it goes right into the hands of the blue defense, turn to offense, Inferno. With a red-hot response there. 2:26 left on the clock. Straight. Trying to get the 50 in the net. Does get a nice 50, but it's saved away. J-Bay beat there on that play. Ends up not picking up the corner boost. Carl's Nuts with a great 50, though. As the Inferno have to be a little bit careful here. There's a big commit. Saved by Carl's Nuts. I was going to say good backboard defense, but ended up being a little bit of a wide touch there. Worked out anyway. J-Bay full shot it into that one. Past Carl's Nuts, but again, it's wide. Derecho have had many great opportunities here. There was that one earlier where Blasky was getting beat on that play, and they are now down 2. As I was saying, Blasky was getting bumps on the goalie, but the shot ended up just going post. And they again had an opportunity just a couple seconds ago, and it's not in the net. I'm thinking that they should be leading this game. Instead, they're down multiple goals, and we have a less than 100 seconds here in game number 1. Bit of a double commit on both sides there. Both teams needing to recollect. So that's a wifty, but J-Bay able to get a little bit of a pinch touch off another. It's careening towards the net, but it's going to bounce just to the left. Saved away by the defense. As this Inferno pressure is mounting, it is rising. As that was a crazy touch by Swamp Donkey. Honestly, I'm not even sure what kind of flick you'd call that. It's saved, and then the second follow. What just happened? So it was initially saved, then the double dunk was saved again by the goalie. And we had 2 commit on the follow-up. One straight up misses, the other one is not able to make contact on the double, which it's a double. It's not free, but it's about as free as a double can be. And they are again down multiple goals. 30 seconds left. That was a miss. Something that cost them earlier. Posted again. I cannot believe this. The Derecho need the winds to turn in their favor here. They are blowing the ball wide every time, as this game is really about to be blown wide open if they can't score right now. Adala can't pick up a touch there, and with 10 seconds left, we are just going to wind down the clock. The ball is going to fall to the ground. Opportunity here for the Inferno to come away with 3. Now we have an opportunity going the other way. Carl's not, trying to get the ball over to a teammate for the own goal, but can't pick it up. Great first game. I don't even know if I could say that. I was going to say great first game by the Inferno. It was enduring, to say the least, but I think they definitely had a couple lucky moments there. Blasky, who I mentioned subbing up, he's actually subbed up in all 3 divisions this season. 7 shots, but only 1 goal. Great pressure, but gotta hope to be able to do a little bit more on the offensive end, especially turning those shots into assists, hoping that follow-up can follow through a little bit quicker. And the Derecho definitely have what it takes to come back in this series, but I mean, that's a game you just gave away to the Inferno, and that's a confidence booster if you're an Inferno fan. You're 2 games away, rather, coming away from this, as it looks like the screen has gone black, but I will continue. Posted by the Inferno as we have bumps in the midfield. It's careening towards the blue half. Pass over Adala, save Blasky with a shot opportunity. It's wide once again, straight, with an opportunity to the sidewall. Adala up very early, is going to get a follow-up here. Reset as well. Dunk. Straight's going to have to make a play. And does. That's a really nice play by Straight. If he got one more there, that was just a 1v3 flat out. J-Bay going to have to circle back here. Swamp Donkey with the pass to Blasky, the man who had a Brazil stat line of 1 and 7 in the shots to goal last game, now picks up 1 here. Great pass again by Swamp Donkey. That's how they connected for their only goal in game number 1. They repeated it now in game number 2. Can they repeat the offensive pressure and the goals here? As J-Bay shot on net, saved by his former teammate Blasky. As that's a demo shot on net, and Swamp Donkey, I thought he was going to put it high, ends up putting it away here, and they are up now 2. They have scored more in the last 58 seconds than they did in the entire last game here. Blasky with a smile on his face. They know that this series is absolutely winnable, especially with kickoffs like that. As he's hitting the emotes in the cam there. I think you know, definitely no jitters after game 1 there. If anything, Inferno need to just come together a little bit. You've allowed 3 goals now in 1 minute. 1 was on a kickoff. You can't let that 1 turn into 2, turn into 3. And all of a sudden you got a 5-0 game here as they're getting demoed. They're getting their boost stolen. Blasky with a really interesting pass attempt over to Adala. Gets it to him, but shut down by 2 defenders. Sets a bump. Defense is a little bit awkward. They're bunched up on the front post. Reset past 1, past 2. Saved by Straight. Carl's Nuts with the last second squishy save. Good use of the reset. I like it for the time being, but it ends up just being a shot opportunity. Carl's Nuts not able to get there. Another post. We're trying to set a record here for the derecho. It may not end up mattering because they have a huge lead here in game number 2, but they, I mean, you don't want that to be a huge theme for a game, let alone a series. Hopefully, whatever roster construction they stick with, it doesn't end up being a theme for the rest of the season here. Carl's Nuts, just a quick beat, saved by Swamp Donkey. Gets it past 1. Straight, if he just had a little bit more mustard on that touch, that would have been a beautiful midfield pass. Ends up being a miss. Carl's Nuts can't commit. Straight all the way up. Only can get 1 there. Carl trying to get it over to J-Bay. J-Bay with the nice touch. Can he get 2? No. This is nervy now, as we have seen the Inferno on offense for quite some time, but they just cannot get a goal in, as that's a nice touch by Swamp Donkey to get it out. No double attempt. That's a big beat by Adala, showing that challenger speed on that attempt. Carl's Nuts playing enforcer as we have 2 demos here, but Blasky swooping in to save the day from behind. Pass opportunity here, but there's just no juice on the touch, as I like that touch from Straight to keep the ball in play rather. But the Inferno need to score here and now, and instead Swamp Donkey to Blasky for this moment here and now. I mean, it's just not the touch you want there. Fortunately, it's not like it's a overtime game 5. Probably gonna lose this game anyways, but if you could just pick up some momentum, because I mean, the Inferno have just had their chain snatched right now. As that 2 commit there, but it ends up being a big one here. Momentum grabbed back. It may not be all of it, but they got a handful there. Straight pinching it with Carl. Big touch past Blasky, and that one is going to start a disco party here. 1:33 left on the clock. There's still time, still a chance, and that's really all you can ask for, but that's about all they have right now. They have to prove that they're worthy of more than that. J-Bay needing to be careful, gets it past 1, but hands it right over to Blasky. J-Bay not able to pick up the read. Sky high ball there. Straight finds a free backboard. J-Bay had an opportunity there. Carl with 2. We got it past another. Adala trying to get a touch here. It's off the backboard. J-Bay with the double, and he finds it. 2 touches for 2 goals. Can they bring it back? J-Bay front post past Swamp Donkey in front of Blasky. Flip that around, you know what I mean. And with 60 seconds left on the clock, there's a gleam. And that gleam has just been stomped out by a donkey. Another kickoff goal for the derecho. Real aggressive cheat by both sides. One just going the wrong way, and it'll cost them game number 2, going in favor of the Des Moines derecho, as I thought that was another one. Straight was a little more prepared that time for that opportunity, but you know, Burnsville able to show a little bit more fight, especially the last minute here, but they got to figure out those kickoffs right now, because they are just getting killed. 35 seconds left. We have an opportunity here. Carl pinching it. Really interesting defense, not only by Blasky. I mean, I don't blame him as much there. He is going up for it, but combines as about as well as chocolate milk and applesauce. Kickoff here hasn't gone in favor of Burnsville all game here. Do have an opportunity here as we have a demo. J-Bay up, trying to find that front post. It worked earlier. It's not going to work this time. Straight. Gets beat to that ball. J-Bay. Back to Carl. Carl off the sidewall. Has no boost. Trying to lob it off the backboard. That was a miss. Shot, and it's in. Straight with 9 seconds left. They have brought it all the way back 1 minute ago. It was 4-0. 2 miss. Straight with the 50 and careens it all the way to the right post. They are within striking distance left. 0-second goals are now in play. The kickoff. They need this side boost. They get it. The 50 opportunity. Carl's nuts with the pinch. Straight, just trying to harass. Lasky playing it for him. Who's going to be up first? It's J-Bay. Carl barely gets it to the back corner. 50's it. This could be a shot opportunity. Dalla with the big beat. They're bumping each other. J-Bay needs to get there. He's able to get it up. I don't know how that's up still. Carl, J-Bay does get that. That's a kill. Great kill for the derecho. And I can't believe that game was even close. But, wow. 1 minute ago, I did not think I was going to be excitedly casting a potential 0-second opportunity. And yet, here we are. Shot differential ended up being 12-10. So, I mean, if you look at this scoreline, it looks like a normal competitive game. But this was back and forth. I talked about chain snatched momentum. Inferno grabbed a lot of it back there, potentially even more than the derecho have at this point. Straight with a huge performance, 3 goals, 3 saves, 3 shots, 808 on the scoreboard. Shout out Hawaii. So we are going to head into game number 3 here with a tie series, something that we haven't seen all day. And hopefully we'll get to see it a lot more here. Potentially hunt in a game 5 between these two teams, looking very close. Kickoffs have been huge in this series, as this one is a good opportunity here. Carl's nuts are up early, gonna try to play that waterfall 50. Gets past Straight. J-Bay is trying to force a touch there by Adala, who has switched to the Octane, I've just noticed. A little bit of a whiffy there, J-Bay. Nice catch. 50's high. Huge double commit. Kind of works out in their favor, but you do have to recollect a little bit with some boost. Adala falling, gets another touch, can't get 2. As Burnsville has an opportunity here, but it's shut down by the derecho. J-Bay with the backflip pass to Carl. Forces 2 to go to the backboard. Straight. Can't get the double, but gets the bump. J-Bay just not able to get there. Carl, 1v2, is able to get some help by J-Bay. Free backboard for a moment, but J-Bay gets the rebound. Bump now for the derecho, but they're able to weather the storm. Lasky, side boost, sidewall, gets 1, gets 2, bumped off of a third. We do have a corner double. Swamp Donkey off the sidewall. A couple of sidewall opportunities. Didn't end up doing anything. I kind of like that midfield, or the pass rather. Do Carl's nuts. Carl's nuts. Can he get the... I'm thinking, what? Never in my 9 lives. What is this man doing? Carl's nuts. Fakes out the first touch. Ghost touch is in order. Instead, it's a scary sight for the derecho, who are now down 1 in game number 3. 3-3 on the clock. Carl's nuts. No control there on that touch. J-Bay able to avoid the demo. That would have been disaster for the Inferno. Instead, they play on. Waterfall down straight. Calm and collected. J-Bay with a huge beat. Can he get there? Straight. Just going to try to put it on net, but it's saved away. Demos going around J-Bay. Bumped off the play. We do have 2 advancing up the field for the derecho. Carl. Midfield pass, the fake, the bump. Straight trying to do it all himself as the challenger representative here for Burnsville. I like that 50. I like that cut. Straight Nice little pinch. Shades of Cucks here. I thought if Swamp touched that was going to be an own goal. Thankfully, fans of Good Rocket League can cheer a little bit longer there, as that's a nice fake, especially with the haranguement from behind. Straight sidewall, good recovery. Past one, pass none. J-Bay, 50 high. Adala got to get up to it. He's the only one up there. Finds a teammate, but it ends up just going hard off the ceiling. No one was expecting it there. Adala, shot opportunity, double, can't be found. And just could not make the connection there. J-Bay, good 50. And Burnsville have looked, they haven't looked perfect. They've definitely been on their half a lot. The Derecho have had a lot of opportunities, but they've been keeping the Derecho on their toes enough. And I think that's kind of been the theme of this game. They picked up the goal, and the 50s have just been enough. The touches have just been enough. And that's all you need right now. You would like to have another one here, but it's saved away again. Demo coming out. Adala leaves it for Blasky. Blasky 50. But straight, just not able to get a touch there. Carl's nuts. I'm not super certain why he would have jumped off the wall there. That's a good 50. Who's going to be up for it? J-Bay just letting him smack it off his head as a T is straight in a super awkward position. Does get the touch, but it's going to be an own goal, although it was such a nightmare, such a disaster. I don't really blame the guy. It may even have been anyways. It's one of those balls that's just about as bad as you could hope for, and about as good as you could hope for the Derecho, who are now tied here. J-Bay, no boost, hoping the opponents don't know that. Carl, hard off the sidewall. It's a miss by Swamp Donkey, straight. Does get it past one. Back pass is in order, but it's sent to the wrong table. Swamp can't get it past Carl, but no one is there. J-Bay had to call himself off. Is up to this one, but doesn't pick up the double. As the Inferno, I was talking about earlier how they're doing just enough. Well, when you're tied, just enough might not be enough. Because if you're only doing just enough, you're gonna, I mean, it's gonna be tied, but that's not a thing in Rocket League. So eventually, you're gonna lose. They need to step up a little bit here on offense. Can't park the bus anymore. Opportunity here, but can't get the demo. Demos all around once again. Fireworks show has been recollected. Adala off the ceiling, forces a couple to go. And the Inferno are gonna let that one drop. Overtime here in game number 3 to decide who will be on series point here. Carl, good 50, dropping it down as Adala does get beat to that. J-Bay, who has looked pretty good all series long. Straight double opportunity, it's just wide. Will the Derecho capitalize on that? It's not like he blew it. That was a tough opportunity, but it's one I know Straight's capable of converting. J-Bay probably really wanted that corner boost instead. Plays the ball and leaves the boost for a teammate. Very smart play. Carl trying to sneak it to the left side there. Straight again trying to sneak it to the left side. This is just a rotating snake of death right now. And the Inferno are trying to put on the exclamation mark. No! Oh, no. I cannot believe that just happened. Carl's nuts 50. Great touch. I mean, I can understand why Blasky wouldn't have been expecting it, but I'm looking at Blasky's camera right now, and him and I are making the exact same pose, which is hands above the head. That is my two-time former teammate. I definitely sympathize with Blasky there, especially he's been playing so well all series. Picking up a goal in this one. Again, their only goal. Blasky's actually scored in every single game this series, which pretty sure is the only person you could say that about unless hadn't been focusing on Carl's scoring in game number 1. I'm hoping Swamp Donkey, I mean, I know he's subbing up, but flat 100 on the scoreboard, only 1 shot on net. I know he can do better. He's looked better in previous games. They are now down because of an own goal. They're now down 2-1 in the series, as that was also our final here in game number 3. Shot differential also in favor of the Inferno, 7-5, so still pretty close. But I don't know. It's just such a tough loss to come back from if you're the derecho, and I'm really hoping they can. I'm hoping to see Game 5 here. We return back to DFH Stadium. Also, quick shout out to Rocket League in general, as I'm sure everyone's aware, we are happily celebrating 10 years with our beloved car soccer. I'm sure it has a huge impact on all of our lives, as Straight, wanting to impact this play here, calls off his teammate even though he has 0 boost, ends up setting up J-Bay, so I'm sure J-Bay's fine with getting called off there, ends up getting a boost, and just rotates back in the play. To commit there, Straight is not going to have anything in the tank, just going to drive all the way down. J-Bay, who picked up that corner boost and was trying to keep the ball in play, ends up finding 2 members of the derecho who combined for a goal. As Swamp Donkey, who I asked to step up, only 100 points in game number 3. Swamp Donkey now with a goal to take the lead in game number 4. 184 points already, so nearly doubling our production in an overtime. Just 40 seconds into game number 4. So very glad to hear that he heard my calls for action, surely. And we got a pass here over to Straight, but it's met well in the midfield. J-Bay, dangerous opportunity, has to save 2, but it doesn't need to happen when you have defense rotating in like that. It was great positioning by the defense. Lasky sent to the moon with only 10 in the tank. It's going to be a while before he's home, but he's able to get there. Great cut by Swamp Donkey, keeping the blue side on their toes, but that's a good 50. J-Bay just driving into the ball. Straight, finding J-Bay once again. The Inferno have not been consistently finding each other, but when they do, it's gotten them up all the way up the field pretty much every time. It's just converting those corner possessions into box possessions. How can you get it in front of the box, in front of the net? J-Bay up early, over to Straight, saved away by Swamp Donkey. Carlsnut's front post shot saved by Blasky, as heroics going around for both teams. We do have a demo on Carl, as we have a 3-on-1 opportunity. Blasky heading the charge. He was hunting but wasn't able to come away with it, as J-Bay, who's already had 1 double this series, can't pick up a second touch there. Carl flinging it high. Adala has to go off the front post, off the front poutine, and gets the touch. J-Bay has to be careful now, as his backfield has just been taken out, and that one is taken home. 2-goal lead now. Blasky again leading the way offensively. 4 goals now, or more than that, but he has a goal in every single game, as they're up 2-0 now. 2:30 left on the clock, bar down and in. He's been looking really good, and maybe it's all that experience he's gained from subbing up even to Premier this season, trying to pick up a second one in this game. Ends up being saved. Good pass there, but it's shut down by the orange side, as J-Bay was lightning quick up to that, but instead he was a little bit too quick for his britches, unfortunately. I like the aggression. That's how we get better as Rocket League players, is committing, not hesitating, and making ourselves uncomfortable, but don't think it was the time to do it there. I mean, I don't blame him, but it was a high risk, high reward. Unfortunately, the risk was too great. Swamp Donkey lasering that to a free backboard, unfortunately. A little bit too potent there, as this could be an opportunity. Blasky combining to pick up a save there. Great midfield pass for Straight, who tries to sneak it in, and Carl's nuts. A 1-2-1 pass there, a little bit unconventional. 1-2 saved, and Carl, who was rotating out of the play, finds himself on the ball, putting it into the back of the net. There's just over 100 seconds left straight. Little fake. J-Bay under one. Can't get the 50. Carl has to watch for Blasky, who is always hunting and picks up the demo there. J-Bay beat Adala past two, but it's saved by Carl's nuts, although that is a good 50 and a bump. And Blasky taking advantage of his team's excellent play. 4 goals here in game number 4, looking to push everyone to Champs Field. I'm running out of breath here. These two teams are just having so much fun here. I mean, I don't know if they're having fun. Their hearts could be racing, but I'm having a great time because I know we are going to the most sacred place in all of Rocket League. Nice pass here to Swamp Donkey, to Blasky, who gets the Hattie for Blasky. 5-1 here. This game has been blown wide open here. Straight and Carl not able to pick up a touch there. And I will say it was 0-4 very recently, or in a very similar time frame in game number 2. The Inferno were able to claw their way all the way back, forcing a 0-second goal opportunity. It could happen again here as J-Bay trying to find the pre-jump pass, but it's just a little bit too much. Carl, we do have a demo here. J-Bay up. It's nicely saved by Adala, who is showing that challenger experience. J-Bay shutting it down, and Carl is... I got to check on Carl there. He was AFK for... I don't know if it's just because they bumped each other and... Okay, he moved at the end there. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have a disconnect. 44 seconds left. Again, what happened last time? Inferno down huge, lost all the momentum in game number 2. End up ripping it right back in momentous fashion with the game winding down. They won game 3, albeit in dubious fashion. It was an own goal. Won't be seeing a comeback here in this game. But again, a similar story here for the derecho in game number 4. Huge victory. Burnsville looking better as the game winds down. But really rough stretch there between like the 3 and 2 minute mark in this game. Who is going to show up here? Straight trying to show up, finish the game. Great pass, J-Bay. Again, guys, just grabbing more momentum, piece by piece. And any bit and piece that you can take into a champs field, especially a nice shot by J-Bay. As we are seeing some attempted wagering in chat. Bit of a interesting, I'm not even... But we will be going to Champs Field, regardless of Carl's wishes. Could be complimentary too. Yeah, Straight, unfortunately, not able to finish that one off. We are going to game number 5 for all the marbles here. I don't even know what I was saying before during June exactly. Okay, I was like, where's my scoreboard? Okay, shot differential here, 11-12. So Inferno, despite getting doubled up in score, actually outshot the derecho, which is interesting to say the least. I challenged Swamp Donkey at the end of game number 3 to step up. He responds with a 1 goal, 4 assist, 3 save, 3 shot, 693 point MVP performance. Everyone on the derecho scores at least 600. All of them had at least 3 shots. All of them filled up the entire score sheet. They were everywhere in this game. And I went into this saying that this is going to be an interesting series, and it definitely has proven to be. Especially game number one, I thought the Inferno kind of stole it. Game number two, you could almost say they stole it even more with an own goal victory in overtime. And both of the Derechos wins have been pretty dominant for the most part. That being said, any given Friday, any given Champs Field, who knows what's going to happen here? As we see an interesting kickoff opportunity, J-Bay just trying to get the bump there. Doesn't end up working out as Carl pinches himself. There's no other way to really describe that. Gets a pinch on himself with the ball. Carl has to leave this. Good cut by J-Bay, who got the boost. But Carl got the midfield boost, but he doesn't have possession of his own car there as he's bumped away by the Derecho. I keep wanting to say Steelhawks because that's who we were casting last, and that's who Blasky was on last season. So I've almost said it so many times this series, but I've gotten away with it so far. Blasky keeping it in the midfield. These teams are just neck and neck right now. J-Bay trying to keep it low and slow, and with the assist, the enforcer straight sees an opportunity, just makes him panic, and J-Bay picks up a goal here, as that is the first lead we've seen by the Inferno in quite a while, not including the overtime, because that's 0 seconds of a lead. We haven't seen the Inferno play with a lead in a long time. That being said, they played pretty well with a lead throughout game 2. So, they played pretty well with a lead throughout game 3 and game number 1. So they've had a lead in both of the games that they've won. 3:40 on the clock. That's a long time to hold off a team, especially an offense as potent as the Derecho, who have put up 5 or more goals in both of their wins. They are a little bit out of position here, as is J-Bay, who's got to take the long way home. Carl, waterfall down. 2 commit there. J-Bay almost bumping his teammate, but it was his shot there. Midfield pass straight with the backflip. Oh, that's tough. J-Bay almost getting bumped out sidewall. Carl trying to force, ends up leaving it for straight. Straight up really early. I'm not sure about that commit, but does pick up the corner boost. Carl trying to get J-Bay some help. J-Bay doesn't get the corner boost, but he is up for this. Leaves it for straight. Straight gets it over to Adala, who is not who you want to have on the ball. Blasky just chasing down Carl. Hunting, finishing is Adala. As, I mean, look at Blasky. Just identifies the last man. Carl using every single bit of his boost. That was, I mean, you got to hand it to Carl for surviving, but the 50 was not survivable. Inferno now. Ooh, I thought Swamp Donkey was going to be able to get there. What a save by Straight. I thought it was a miss. Instead, he was just reading the pass. Sure, why not? 2 commit there. Straight with no boost. Ends up just going for the cut. Says, screw it, I have no boost, but I'm just going to stay aggressive here. And I know, if I believe, good things will happen. Unless Blasky's on the ball, who continues to be a menace all series. He has scored in every single game this series except for game number 5. There's only 2 minutes left and the game is tied. Will Blasky, who is beat massively to that ball, ends up getting bailed out by a teammate. Will Blasky end up being the savior here, scoring the own goal in game number 3. I'm calling on Blasky to score an OT game winner here in game number 5. Carl trying to get it over to J-Bay, who has to quick turn. Adala trying to go for the sidewall, ends up getting it, but it kills it over to Straight. Straight pass 2, opportunity. Carl's nuts knew he had to put it on the far side, but it was one step too far here. Straight, dangerous backflip, but it ends up working out. Blasky with a big miss. It's saved away by Swamp Donkey. These teams are still tied, but the Burnsville Inferno are heating up second by second. 2 go. J-Bay His boost calls him off. As who is going to collect the ball here straight? I thought that was a little bit too hard of a touch, but it does end up going high. Adala with the fake. Calculated or not, that's a great 50 setup. Blasky with an opportunity. Oh my goodness. Swamp Donkey not able to put that one away. The ball just sitting in front of the net for what seemed like an eternity. That is a demo here. Hard off the ceiling to commit. It's pinched for the Inferno with 40 seconds left here. Both these teams are fighting for their lives. Derecho, I was talking about it as a theme earlier, just not able to score. We heard that post over and over in game 1 and 2, and we heard it at the worst time there. Straight trying to advance it. A bit of a scary touch by Blasky, but he is able to get it past one with the help of a teammate. Swamp Donkey gets it past everyone, but it's saved by Straight. Oh my goodness, we play on. I thought that was it. Instead, Straight with the 50. Carl just trying to force Adala. Midfield pass gets another touch. JB, no! Oh, I thought he may have the opportunity. What a great pass by Adala, and Swamp Donkey with the muscle. JB just doesn't have the position or the momentum to save that one. And game 5 is gonna go in favor of the Derecho, barring a miracle, which we won't have. JB not able to find contact there. And Blasky didn't score, and it didn't end up mattering. Swamp Donkey subbing up, I called upon him. He responded by averaging over 500 points 2 games in a row, winning both games. And you want to talk about clutch? That was extremely clutch by Swamp Donkey. Congrats to the Des Moines Derecho. They've had a difficult season so far, but that's a very much needed couple of points there, and every little bit helps. I see Swamp Donkey popping off in the cams. Glad to see them all smiling. As for the Inferno, again, is tough. Major is about all they've had to write home about this season. And, hopefully they continue with that roster construction. Again, tonight was not their final roster for either team. Worked out for the Derecho a little bit better, but only by 1 goal. Anyways, that is all for these 2 teams. We do have a couple other series tonight, so please stay tuned. But that'll do it all for me. That is all I got left in the tank. I need some food in me. Couldn't be more happy to spend my early Friday evening with you all. And I will see you all around later this season. I promise you that. So thank you all for joining me here tonight. Again, I've been your host, Gold Dude MK. Stick around for these later series, and peace out, everyone.
Easy love I can show on the outside, it's not that simple. When it's tough, I don't show how I feel looking out my window. I get caught
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking?
She found a way into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make up, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, 'cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. Back to
seconds left on the clock. Seconds left on the clock. What a play! Absolutely magnificent goal! by the keeper. Magnificent goal! What a save! Sensational goal! A lovely header. Absolutely magnificent goal. Saved by the keeper. What a play! What a save! A lovely header. Seconds left on the clock. What a play! Magnificent goal! 30 seconds left on the clock.
I could be the one.
keeper. What a save! Absolutely magnificent goal. Saved by the keeper. What a save! A lovely header. Sensational goal. Magnificent goal. What a save! What a save! What a save! 60 seconds left on the clock. Absolutely magnificent goal. Seconds left on the clock. We're into overtime. What a save! What a save! A lovely header. What a play! left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the clock. What a save!
Quit running your mouth, you better bust it out. Bust it out.
What a save! Magnificent goal! Saved by the keeper! seconds left on the clock. Left on the clock. What a save!
Take it too far to say that we cannot pretend now. Was it never enough to have just everything you want? In your shadow I found a place to hide me from my own thoughts. And if I ever got lost, you find a way to bring me home. And
Hello, Midwest Championship Series. We are getting right back into Challenger. Final match of the night. Players are joining up as we speak. And we just got off a thrilling Game 5 from Bloomington versus Brainerd victory. Very entertaining series. Looked like it was going to be a Game 5 overtime, but then a goal at the very end with 3 seconds to go made Bloomington take the win over the victory. Very impressive stuff out of them. I know Brainerd playing with a sub was a little bit rough, but now here we have the Winnipeg Atlas versus the Kansas City Outlaws, and Winnipeg getting some early pressure here. 50-50s coming out in the middle of the net. From this Winnipeg squad, you can expect to see a lot of Eli and Nutmeg solo play masterclasses. These two players are both first round from the draft. Incredible talent, incredibly skilled mechanically. And KC are playing with a sub in Divine and trying to play spoiler for a team that was recently formed and should, on paper, be favored to take this match. Here, Seppi's trying to dribble out. Eli up for 50. Great play from him. Has solid in the midfield, able to turn that one to the side. Nutmeg quickly upfield. Eli trying for an insane angle. JDE forced back, having to play that one off the post. A little bit of time here in the midfield. Not too much pressure mounting for either team. Just comfortable defense out of both so far. Really looking to get these teams up in the standings. I know Winnipeg is slightly lower than they'd probably like to be, and KC is sitting at the bottom as of currently. I know it isn't updated from previous matches earlier, and I believe KC won their first match in Game 5, so they will be slightly moved up, and I believe tied with Winnipeg, unless if Winnipeg also won one of theirs. So both of these teams a little bit lower on the standings than they like, but moves have been made for both of these rosters, and they're looking to start pushing up the ranks. And I believe both of these teams are incredibly competent. I've scrimmed the Winnipeg team, and I know they're pretty good. So let's see what they have to offer here. Eli plays it to the corner. Divine chasing, just stealing that boost, trying to get some pressure, but a miss comes out from Haz, and they're forced to retreat. Outlaws kind of in the back corner here. Seppi, shot opportunity, but goes missing. Eli, shot opportunity, goes high. Now off to the wall. 50-50 out from Haz. Divine there to meet the ball at the midfield. Nutmeg plays it quickly, but Haz is there. Eli forced to make an awkward lead. Reed gets it over the shoulder. Now with a bit of space, tries to just flick it up past one. It works, but JD back in time. 50-50 out. Big bang coming across the field. Dangerous. Miss coming through. Shot pressure inbound. Has 50-50. Seppi plays it around one. Great job there out of him. Now JD accidentally jumping with a teammate in the midfield. They won't get punished though. Just lose a teeny bit of pressure. Still maintaining overall offense. Eli plays it off the side wall. Tries for the 50. Gets a great dunk on it, honestly. Now Divine up toward the corner. Seppi the first gets that 50-50. Nutmeg, crucial clear out, relieves a bunch of that pressure. We still are scoreless, but here's a chance. Divine back with the save in time. Great job out of him. Now Divine playing it up. Nutmeg around one. Over to Eli. Eli plays it around all the defenders, but such an awkward bounce means no teammate follow-up is going to be threatening in time. Seppi tries for a really cheeky angle, unable to get that. Now Eli plays it around one. Lots of corner play here, lots of ball getting shoved, and the big miss coming out in the midfield. Seppi gets back with low boost and unable to get the ball. Divine with one of the freer nets that we've probably seen all night. Able to just walk that one in. Seppi has to try and read that or come back, you know, more in line with the actual net and hit it to the side. Unable to do so means a free net for an early KC lead. Now, the Winnipeg are looking to strike back. Although a quick transition pass down to Divine. Divine slotting that one into the back of the net. Great pass down from Haz off the ceiling. Divine in the midfield. Pops it up to the net. Skillful play out of KC, doubling their lead with only a minute left. We'll see if Winnipeg has a response. Divine popping around one, able to get one follow-up touch, but not the one he wanted. Not able to get multiple touches on it. JD in the midfield, pops it up high. Divine now playing it across. Eli pops it up to the corner. Nutmeg is there for a redirect chance. Has better to it on backboard. Using all his boost to try and get an extra touch. Unable to do so. Now Winnipeg pressure mounting. Eli shot. Eli goal. 30 seconds left. Definitely still doable now that they got their early goal in. Divine just missing a crucial touch. Really needing that one off the backboard. Otherwise it's just freely rolling in the midfield. Eli takes advantage of that. Puts it in. Now a great loss. Kickoff to Nutmeg. Nutmeg up with the flip reset. Under one. Pinch across the net. JD turns it to the corner. Now air dribbling it out off the backboard. 50-50 comes in. Eli turns more 50-50s in the midfield. Passing play attempted. Cut out by Haz. Eli with the ball up the wall. Doesn't have the boost he would like. Tries to get around one, but doesn't play it quick enough. JD up. Now pressure is going to be needed out of Winnipeg if they're able to keep this ball up, and they are not. Casey get that ball down on the ground, taking game one in pretty convincing fashion. You must admit, though, you probably, if you're Winnipeg here, you feel like that one kind of slipped away. There was that one chance that was just too free for Divine. They had the one passing play where they definitely earned it, but other than that, it just felt like it wasn't a hard-fought victory as much as they would like it to be. If you're going to lose, you want to make the other team work for it. You want to push them toward that overtime, make it a close game, but not enough offensive pressure early meant Winnipeg just too far behind. Casey kind of walked that win right to the finish line. No need to sprint the whole way. Now we get into game two. Pressure mounting early for Winnipeg. You'd like to see that out of them. You want to see some of those offensive chances find the back of the net to try and make this series a little bit more even, tie it up, possibly get a game two. You do not want to be coming back and trying to do a reverse sweep. Despite it only being a best of 5, reverse sweeps are still just so difficult. Not a situation you want to be in. Divine gives it away a little bit too much. Has also with a far touch, but Divine does a great job reading it off the corner. Stepping out toward the infield. Touch gets away from him. Nutmeg up to the wall. Has to the corner. Eli pops this one high. Has a ball. Misses the touchdown. That could have been a crucial pass down for a goal. But now we see Eli on the other way. Shot a little bit weaker than he'd like. Seppi cuts that one off in the midfield. JD dribbling this across. Gets a flip. Opts to just take his time. No one was challenging. Now Nutmeg up. Beating Divine very quickly. Seppi's low boost. Gets the 50 though. Crucial touches coming out, making Winnipeg not concede here. Although this touchdown is not what they wanted. Somehow Divine doubles it off the post out of the net. I don't even know the physics behind that. That one looked good as goal. Now here another shot. Has plays it really high. Rolled down. Eli there for the 50 against Divine. Winnipeg just barely surviving by the skin of their teeth on some of these chances. Here Eli called upon again to make a goal line save. Great pop-up from him. Double commit in defense. No one back for a second. Ball played to the corner where Eli was sitting patiently on backboard. Now shot. Too free for Haz. He hits that every single day. Great pop off the backboard from him. Able to follow that one up. Bump pressure on Nutmeg. Low boost from Nutmeg. Just not able to pressure that ball early enough, and Haz is able to turn that one in around the corner, giving KC another lead to start game two. JD up off the ceiling, off this kickoff. Plays it toward the side. Nutmeg there for the cutout. Plays around one. Has 11 boost, just enough to try and get an outplay past one. Able to do so, but Eli just not quite positioned for it. Not aware of the power that he was going to get on that one. Now Nutmeg off to the corner. Plays it around one. Good beat. Divine up early. Able to challenge that one, but shot opportunity goes wayside. Seppi not aware that he was going to get a chance to actually put that one on net and have it be as little contested. Now Eli pressuring again. Back pass. Very smart. Seppi shot. Seppi crossbar down into the defender. Defender accidentally wrong place, wrong time, resulting in an own goal. Can't really blame them. I mean, you have to kind of turn out anticipating the bounce off the backboard, but unfortunately the ball just rockets straight down into the hood and into the back of the net. Winnipeg get the response, not in the fashion that probably anticipated, but it does work. It is a goal nonetheless. 1-1, all tied up. KC probably not too happy about that one, letting a little bit more offensive pressure happen. Great bump, but Eli just powers right through it, able to get more boosts, more touches, more air dribbling across the side of the field. Now Nutmeg forced back, awkward touch in the corner, messes up the wave dash. 50-50's coming out, calls in, plays around one, tries to get around Eli. Eli was last there. Crucial that he got a touch, and he did. Winnipeg looking like they're just sort of turtling up in these defensive positions, not really too sure how to push out, how to break this impenetrable KC midfield. A lot of their goals that have came in have kind of just been transition, quick, off mistakes, but KC have had consistent pressure. They've had pretty consistent offensive pressure and domination. Winnipeg finally getting it off their side, and then it's immediately played back on. This ball is just being dominated in the midfield by KC. Not exactly what you would like to see if you are facing a team with a sub. You'd like to be the ones commanding the game, putting that pressure on, and really pushing them in the back end, forcing mistakes to come. But so far, we've sort of seen the opposite. Divine clearly doing a great job summing up, being the first round Rising Star pick for a reason. Just as close to Challenger as it gets. One of those things that, clearly he fits in these lobbies just fine. Here he is, making a great play, forcing Seppi to be awkward, reading that ball great, tapping it to a teammate, has for the cleanup. KC looking to go up 2-0 against Winnipeg. Winnipeg kind of don't have any answers for them right now. Getting stuck in their defensive third, getting stuck on the goal line, and here we see one more last chance. Miss comes out from Divine, has with a dribble, Eli with a challenge, JD shot just off to the side, but KC are able to play that ball down to the ground and go up 2-0 in the series. Winnipeg are going to need a reverse sweep here in order to win this series. Their lives are now on the line for every single game they play, which can be a good thing because it takes some of the pressure off. Like at some point, you just have to go out there and play. Like at the end of the day, you got to take it one game at a time to reverse sweep. And there's a bit less pressure, being down 0-2. You're not expected to win this series. You're not expected to make a comeback. So there's something to be said about the underdog story for sure. But I'm just not too certain. The KC offense has just looked way too dominant for me to believe that Winnipeg has a semblance of reverse sweeping here. We will see, though. Game number 3 underway. Kickoff goes in favor of Winnipeg. Able to get the touch around one is Seppi. Now Nutmeg there to follow up. Plays a little bit too patiently. Lets Divine get a second touch. Now Seppi to the corner. Bails out his team, but KC pressure already building despite the early Winnipeg offense. KC trying to shut them down in their half. Now big whiff comes out. Divine picks the pocket of the Winnipeg defenders. Sees that the third man is just too far pushed up. Able to snipe that one across. I don't know what to recommend for Winnipeg here because it feels like when they're pushing up too hard. They're like too giddy that they got on offense finally, that they end up squandering their chances. KC have just been clinical, really. controlling the boost, controlling the midfield. That is something that I've definitely noticed is KC are constantly having that boost to follow up the play, getting multiple touches like JD is here, having the boost to come in, get those shots, get that pressure, challenge that ball. Meanwhile, Winnipeg is a lot of low boost goal line antics. Now missing the ball in the midfield, not expected from either side really. A little bit of stabilization on the play. Has takes this one toward the wall. Tries to play it around Nutmeg. Nutmeg, really good dunk. Divine gets a really awkward touch. Shot almost in. Has barely gets back in time. Able to ping that into the crossbar. Now Seppi the first. Ground pinch. Top corner. What is this angle? Seemingly out of nowhere. Seppi the first comes in from the wall to get the perfect palindrome clock. 1-3-3-3-1. And get the perfect placement in that top right corner. Seppi the first, showing he is a challenger player. He is belonging here. And now a passing play from Eli off the kickoff quickly. Nutmeg there. Finally offensive pressure. Finally some movement of the ball to teammates. Great stuff from the Winnipeg Atlas. 3 minutes left, still lots of time in this game, but you finally see that offensive, those glimpses of hope that you would like to have seen on those first two games. Maybe they're just warming up. I would hope not, considering how late the night is, but who knows? Now Seppi plays it to the corner, finally using those teammates to get out of defense. That was something that was definitely missing those first two games, is those follow-up touches, those passing plays, those 1-2s to transition out of defense. Nutmeg left back alone. He takes his time, plays it under one. This might be rolling in. JD barely back in time. Winnipeg finally getting the offensive pressure. Passing play attempted, crossbar ping. Nutmeg there for the cleanup. Shot almost in. JD somehow managing to take that off the bounce off the post and out of the net with a backflip. Divine up quickly. Nutmeg there for the 50. 50 up toward Has running out of boost, able to just get one touch, just enough for a teammate to follow. But now threatening off the backboard, flip reset from Nutmeg, banged it a little too hard off the backboard, unable to follow. Winnipeg finally seeing the offensive pressure, finally seeing their play style really come to fruition here. Now Nutmeg off the sidewall, held his flip a little too long, dodge timer ran out, wasn't able to get that second touch around defenders. Now KC looking to answer back, looking a little bit less confident in their offense. As I say that, Divine sniping the back of the net. Divine has been very crucial for this KC offense, getting a lot of these midfield balls, just seeing that there isn't a defender back in a great position, sniping the back of the net from afar. Divine looking like an absolute sniper. Bringing back the OG COD days, 360 no-scoping, across the field. Now Eli to the backboard, pops this one up. Double tap from Nutmeg into the corner. Just more awkward plays, awkward 50s, awkward bumps in this corner. Absolutely disgusting gameplay out of both teams. Now Nutmeg left back alone, low boost, able to get a touch out. Eli not there in time. Now awkward floating ball, Nutmeg no boost, gets a touch to corner. Possession still in KC's hands. Back pass attempted, cut out well by Seppi. Now Nutmeg to the back corner, low boost, just leaves it for the boost, misses the boost though. And here we see more KC boost domination, controlling the midfield. This is them playing confident. This is Winnipeg on the back foot, like we saw in game 1 and 2. Winnipeg just looking to have that glimpse of hope that they saw earlier this game. Absolute brilliance, though, needed to score on KC. Needing a ground pinch from Seppi and a great passing play from Eli to Nutmeg. Now KC looking to just end it here. They want the sweep. They want to go home for the night. I do not blame them. It has been a long day for Challenger. And here, flip reset, double tap off the ground attempted by JD. Another flip reset. Bump comes through from Divine. A little bit of miscommunication. Now 50-50s in the back corner. Winnipeg low boost, poor positioning. Able to get a touch out. Looking to take this to overtime. Don't want to be forced in. But now offensive chance maybe. Goes missing. This ball looking like it will drop. Winnipeg don't want to even risk it. They just drop it. They want to be in an even position. Going into Game 3 overtime. First overtime of the series. Now Nutmeg looking to end it early. Gets a shot up over one. Has his back. Now transition play from Divine. Divine shot toward the backboard. Nutmeg, incredible read. Able to transition that one out. JD here with a bit of time. Tries to play the ball close. Keeps it close enough for a follow-up touch around another. Eli back alone. But now JD all out of boost, all out of touches. Eli able to play it around one. Turns it off in the midfield. Cutting his teammate in JD accidentally. But KC are not punished for it. Shot coming in. And that is just off the post and in. KC complete the sweep. GG's coming out from Haz. Just sniping that back left post in the corner. We saw Divine do it earlier. We saw Haz do it here with the sub. Divine playing incredibly well throughout all the series. Very crucial for getting this win for KC. Incredible stuff out of them. No Game 5 antics. Not taking any notes from Bloomington or Brainerd. And KC Outlaws dominate both offensively and in the series score. And with that, thank you guys for listening. This has been the GM of the Minneapolis Miracles, 22 Power 22, on the cast. I hope you liked it. Hopefully we get more casters next week. We'll pray. If you guys want to sign up and cast, please do so. DM Stewie. Get involved. We love to see more active people in the community. Make sure you follow MidwestCarSoccer. Make sure you join the Discord. And I'll see you guys all later. Have a good night.
I'm cold, steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said, don't suffer no fool.